What's going on, everybody? This is Blockchain Bullz, and today we are going to talk about how not to get wrecked investing in cryptocurrency. So it's really easy to get wrecked in cryptocurrency if you do some of the things that we've all made these mistakes, but the big thing is evolving and getting better with time. So if you're excited about this video, crush up the likes. If you're new to this channel and you like to keep up with us on this discussion about cryptocurrency and other assets involved in the blockchain, then you will want to subscribe. What's going on, Azuka? I see you guys out there. I've also pinned the training course that I've created. It's basically free as of right now. I mean, I'm giving it away for free right now, but I'm putting together a training course for the newbies. If you've already been in crypto, don't really worry about watching it too much because, you know, these are things you already know. But these are for people who are new to the market because there's a demand for people coming into the market who just don't understand what's going on. And that's why we have to make these videos. I mean, most people who are new to the market, they don't even know how to send cryptocurrency from one wallet to another. So, I mean, there's a huge demand. Just take it back in time to when you first came in, thanks to the two people who already crushed up the likes. So let's go ahead and dive in here and talk about the things you need to know to not get wrecked in cryptocurrency. And I get this all the time, especially when someone invests. Here in particular, my friends, they invested in Algorand. Well, Algorand went up to 184 and it went down to, what is it, 128 right now. Still a really good project. But the reason that they're panicking is because they might have bought at 150, 180. And then so they took someone else's advice blindly, but they didn't do the research on the project. So they don't understand what they invested in. All they know is the price is going down. This happens to almost all newbies, especially when they're just investing blindly. So the first thing they say is, hey, should I sell my Algorand? This kind of thing is happening with Doge also. People invest in Doge and then it goes down. They invest at 8 cents. It goes down to 7 cents, 6 cents, 5 cents. And they're always like, should I sell? And they don't understand the fundamentals behind it. So then they get wrecked and then they lose their money and then they hate cryptocurrency. And so this is why this video is coming out. So when you invest in a project, you need to fundamentally understand what it is you're investing in. So if you're investing in Algorand, you have to take a long-term perspective and say and measure it against something. So you can measure Algorand against something like Cardano because it's similar. It's a smart contract developer platform. So when you're trying to invest in something, measure it against something else, especially if it's a asset that's already been duplicated, right? So if it's like an Ethereum or a Cardano and it's a lower market cap, you can measure it against that to say, hey, you know, if the project picks up and gets that kind of backing and that kind of volume, then it's going to go to that price. So you're actually measuring it against something, but then you're also fundamentally understanding what it is that that asset does. And that's what's really important, because if you just blindly invest in projects, it's going to be a tough situation for you. So like Dalton just said, Algo is a long-term play. Thanks to the 5 people who crushed up the likes. Let me know what you guys think are some of the best advice for investing in cryptocurrency as I continue to go down this list. So I just talked about do not blindly invest. So don't go into something without any sort of research, because when you're doing that, you're just kind of guessing. That's not even really speculating. That's just gambling. Now, when it comes to taking out a position, something that you can do, let's just say you invest $1,000 into Doge. So I'll write it down, $1,000 into Doge. Okay, so let's say Doge is at 5 cents. It goes to 20 cents. What you can do is you can take your $1,000 investment out, and then now you're playing with the house money. Now you have $3,000 remaining, right? So you've 4x'd your position, and you've taken out your initial investment. Now you're just playing with the house money. Now that is something you can do instead of trying to, you know, hold everything in there, and then if it goes back down again, because, you know, these crocodile teeth, we keep seeing these happening. That's something you're going to want to pay attention to. I know some of you guys are like, wow, Doge going to 20 cents. That's pretty exciting. And it's totally possible. But most people just invested in Doge because they were following Elon Musk, but they have a short-term perspective. Now, here's another thing you can do, especially if you're like living paycheck to paycheck. You can find a side hustle to bring in extra income to help you fund your cryptocurrency investments, whether it's driving for Uber or Lyft or some of these other, I don't know, DoorDash, Postmates. You guys can make extra money doing that. That's $100 extra a week maybe, and that's on top of your extra income, and you can invest that. That's money that it's extra money. It's a way to get more of your position involved. Okay, so not trying to just take out loans or use money that you don't really have to play with and then putting that into the market. You're actually generating new source of income so that you can invest that into cryptocurrency. Thanks to the 7 people who are already crushing up the likes. Yeah, I mean, so it said this is a little old lady strategy. Yeah, I mean, some people would say get aggressive. I mean, we guys have all heard the people who say, you know, they sell their house and then they go live in an RV and then they wait for Bitcoin to go up. I'm not recommending that. And by the way, this isn't professional financial advice. Okay, so please just be aware that when I'm giving you guys these tips, it's lessons learned from me, somebody who's been investing in markets, cryptocurrency, stock markets, other markets too. This is just what you do. Good morning, Denny. All right, so what time is it where you guys are all at? Where's everyone watching from? All right, so another thing that I really would encourage newbies to consider really starting to research is staking. So Polkadot, for example, is a really good staking platform because it's obviously a really strong project, but also it has great APY, 12% APY, I believe it is. So that's something that you would want to consider. But staking incentivizes people to actually hold their position, not really worry about buying or selling in the short term, but holding it for the long term. And, you know, that kind of stuff right there, I think is really good for newbies because there's going to be a whole bunch of other people who are also vested in staking that project. So, we got Peck, Idaho, Las Cruces, New Mexico. Denny says, Bitcoin sucking up all the air in the rooms, as Ivan says, alts on hold. I don't think the alts are on hold. I mean, I've seen some great moves by a lot of alts. Especially the low cap gems. I mean, there's a lot of low cap gems like OVR, one of the ones that was kind of talked about on this channel earlier. Just started popping off. I mean, that thing took off. But here we go. Another thing that gets newbies really wrecked. This is something that gets newbies wrecked all the time. They FOMO. And that's because they're not doing the research. So they're literally always FOMOing. They're always chasing positions. And at some point in time, if you're a newbie, you're going to have to stop FOMOing. Now, it's okay to get into something as it's breaking out. But once it's skyrocketed like that, that's not the time to get in because that's how you get into a Doge type situation where you invest in Doge at 8 cents and it goes down to 5 cents. Why do I keep measuring this against Doge? Because so many newbies are being attracted to cryptocurrency because of Dogecoin. So when you're getting into something, don't get into it skyrocket. When it's going up, research it. Give yourself 2 or 3 days to research it. Let it consolidate and then enter the position. Because let's say we're talking about a cryptocurrency on this channel and it's skyrocketing. It doesn't mean that that's necessarily that we're saying, hey, buy. We're saying, hey, here's a project. It's got a lot of momentum going right now. What you're typically going to want to do is wait for it to consolidate, come back down, and then enter. You're not trying to get it into something that's just 2x or 3x within 48 hours. Does that make sense? MAGA USA says algo. Okay. Shout out to Illinois, Georgia, New Mexico, all you guys on this, Idaho, obviously. Azuka Gaming says, why should I stake coins? So staking incentivizes people to hold their coins and get rewarded for it. And so it's like holding cash. So now the difference between holding a coin that's volatile versus holding cash, cash is stable, right? So when you're sitting in a US dollar, it's stable currency, but it gains 3%, 4%, 5%, maybe even who knows how many percent, depending on what kind of bank account you have. With crypto, you get the same kind of deal, but it's a volatile coin. So when I first started staking Polkadot, it was under $5. So I was pretty happy about that. I didn't know if it was I didn't know if that was too high or too low at the time. I just knew that it was going to catch up to Ethereum. So I took out the position and I decided to stake it. Well, here it is now at $30 and I've been staking it and it's been working out pretty good for me. So my experience with staking is that when you get into a coin that incentivizes people to stake and hold and not sell, that's usually I think a little bit more solidified, fortified position holding than people who are trying to go in and out of XRP just based on the fact there's no incentive to hold XRP other than the fact that you think it might go up because you think RippleNet's tech is like game changing, right? So I think that if you're going to get into crypto, if you're new, definitely learning staking. I do have videos on this channel. If you look at the pinned comment that I put at the top, that talks about staking cryptocurrency, but I also have a lot of different videos for newbies in cryptocurrency. Thanks to all the new subscribers and the 15 people who crushed up the likes. J Money says, but sir, I live to get wrecked. That's funny. What pool do you stake your ADA? I stake with Swag Stake Pool, getting about 5%. Check them out. Okay, J Money said that. Most people, I think they usually use Daedalus Wallet if they're going to use Cardano, don't they? BlockFi gives interest on crypto and USDC 3 to 9%. I mean, yeah, we've seen that even if you get the Coinbase wallet. So some people don't even know there's a difference between the Coinbase exchange, the app, and the Coinbase wallet. Two totally different products by Coinbase. That's like saying that Coinbase exchange is the same as Coinbase Pro. No, it's a totally different product. Coinbase has a lot of different products out there. I mean, 3 right off the top on the App Store: Coinbase Pro, Coinbase Wallet, and Coinbase. But when you're on the Coinbase wallet, you'll see they actually offer staking rewards on that app. Curtis Review says great information. Yeah, so we'll keep diving in here. Like I said, if you guys have any other information to share with people about not getting wrecked in crypto, because this is a big thing that people need to know. I mean, people in a bull market are getting wrecked. There's a lot of people in this bull market getting wrecked right now, and so. I see it because they, that, like I said, they're buying things high and then they're retracing and then they're losing their money because they're panic selling. So they're not patient. Being patient is like the cue to the corner pocket. If you can't be patient when you're investing in cryptocurrency, it can hurt. And I'm not saying be long all day till the cows come home, because at some point in time you got to take profit. Especially you got to take chips off the table. If you're scared to take chips off the table when you're up 2x, 3x, 4x. And then you follow it back down. I mean, this is what happened in 2017 and 2018. People are going up 4, 5, 6x, and then it starts selling off, and they're like, hold, and then the whole thing just cascades down, and then they're like, they go from up 6x to down 4x. So it can be pretty crazy. Azuka Gaming says, where can we buy coins when they are less than 1 penny? So again, you're talking about market capitalization. So you got to understand the market cap. And then you have to understand the circulating supply, and that's what constitutes the price per coin. Now, I do know that the general tendency of newbies is to want to buy penny stocks, penny coins. It doesn't. It's like you can find a project that's got a $7 million market cap and be worth I don't know, $100. It just depends on the circulating supply versus the market cap. That's the divisible, right? That gives you that number. Whereas you could have something that's worth $100 million market cap and be worth 10 cents because of the market cap. So that's why you need to be focused on the market cap. Bitcoin and altcoins, how do they go in the near future? Well, at some point in time, people say that Bitcoin and the altcoins will decouple from each other and they'll move differently. And that's supposedly alt season. That's going to ultimately depend on the Bitcoin dominance. Because if you look at the Bitcoin dominance right now, it's at 60%. MAGA USA says, what app has the most available cryptos to buy and sell? Well, it would probably be the Uniswap. What Uniswap is, for those of you who haven't already started using Uniswap, now that's a decentralized exchange, but you need to pair that with a wallet. So you'd have the Coinbase wallet, the Trust wallet, the MetaMask wallet, the Atomic wallet, who knows, whatever kind of wallet you're using to interface. So with the Coinbase or Binance.us, everything is under one exchange, one app. So one product, right? You could get the wallet, you can have your wallet on Binance US, and you have your exchange on Binance.us, also with the staking function. With Uniswap, they have a lot of ERC20 tokens. They have a bunch of different tokens that you can buy. Clearly, by far, the most available cryptocurrency inventory that you can get. But you have to understand how to use it. Uniswap. That's the big thing, is like learning how to use Uniswap. And a lot of newbies, they get really confused by Uniswap. But that's why you have YouTube, because there's people out there that will teach you how to use Uniswap and what you need to know about using Uniswap. Have you checked out 1inch Dex? Got my free tokens last night. 1inch is obviously something that is coming up big time. It is definitely doing a great job. Long Range Crypto says, Uni equals high fees. Yeah. I mean, Uni, people are playing with like $100 on Uniswap and paying $65 in miner fees to get into a cryptocurrency. So usually, you know, it might be worth it to put a little bit more capital into some of those because you are paying high fees. But I mean, if you do the math, okay, so let's say you put in $300 to a project that's worth 10 cents and it goes to 20 cents. Yeah, you paid $60 in fees, you put $300 in, you made $300, but you lost $60 in fees. Now, if it 10x's, you still only lost the $60 in fees, and then when you sell it back. So, I mean, you are seeing those kind of gains on Uniswap. That's why people are still paying those miner fees, the ETH gas miner fees. Thanks to 24 people who crushed up the likes. Azuka Gaming says, where can I buy 1 inch? I believe you can buy 1 inch. So if you guys are wanting to know where you can buy coins, go on to CoinMarketCap, okay? You go 1 inch, type in 1 inch. I mean, I know you could get it on Uniswap, but if you go in there, it'll tell you under markets. So you see overview, market, historical data, news, socials, ratings, analysis. You need to go where it says market, and it tells you exactly where that coin or that token is going to be available. But for the most part, most people in the US, for example, would get 1 inch from places like Uniswap. Binance US doesn't have it. KuCoin does have it, but I'm not going to necessarily go out and say get a KuCoin account. That's up to you. Also, Hotbit has it. Again, I'm not going to say go out and get a Hotbit account. But those ones, the reason I don't advocate for those is because they're outside the U.S. jurisdiction, and I don't know if they're rug pulls or not. So be careful when you're going out of the U.S. jurisdiction to get onto an exchange. What's your thoughts on Cosmos over the next few days? So Cosmos is another smart contract platform. Cosmos, in terms of news, I'm still waiting to see what the news is going to be on Cosmos, but it's absolutely skyrocketed here recently, going from just below $10 here in February to all of a sudden just skyrocketing to $24.85 with a $5 billion market cap. Now, you guys are going to ask me what I think about that. Well, it's on a pump. I would have liked to have known that you got into Cosmos long ago when it was below $10 instead of trying to chase it now. But obviously, it's a smart contract developer platform with interoperability on the Binance chain or with Binance chain, which is good because that's going to help with the fees. So anytime you see someone working with Binance chain, that's pretty big, and that interoperability. So I would say Cosmos, solid project, but I don't hear as much buzz about projects being built on their platform just yet. Now that's where it's going to get interesting is, are projects going to start building on Polkadot? Are they going to want to build on Cardano? Are they going to want to build on Ethereum? And so then you have Cosmos, you have Algorand, you have these other smart contract platforms. Who are people going to want to build on? And right now it seems like the close second to Ethereum is definitely Polkadot. And Polkadot is light years ahead of everyone else because they've got Kusama, they've got these parachains. I mean, these guys, Polkadot is the game changer right now. I mean, if there was ever an Ethereum 2.0 that really just manifested itself in the market, it's been Polkadot for sure. So thanks to the 27 people who crushed up the likes. NFT hype or real? So NFT is definitely something that is becoming very popular right now, non-fungible tokens. It's super popular. I mean, a lot of people that I talk to, they don't get it. It's kind of like, they're kind of like, why would I need a piece of digital art? Why would I need that? And I mean, it's kind of like, that's, I guess, the direction that we're going is into this virtual reality, augmented reality. So if there was like 5 industries you'd want to pay attention to moving forward in life, you know, artificial intelligence, maybe like voice automation, which I guess is AI, augmented reality, virtual reality, blockchain technology, data science. I mean, there's a lot of different industries, but those are the ones that you're going to want to pay close attention to in terms of, you know, where you should be trying to get a job, or telling your kids, if, you know, hey, go get a job in this industry, because that's where kind of the future is headed. And so when you're talking about NFTs, who are they pairing with? Well, NFTs are pairing up with blockchain, and they're also virtual reality, augmented reality. So it kind of does make sense, doesn't it? Joshua says NFT collectible virtual art. A lot of people are selling their art on Bakery Swap. Wave is starting to boom. Yeah, I mean, it is starting to boom, but the question is, what's going on with that? I'm still very friendly with altcoin buzz. Yes. So that's basically the majority of the things that you need to know not to get research at. So in essence, if you're just now joining here, do your own research, be patient, buy low, sell high. Don't try to be the person who buys high and then tries to, you know, panic sell. Don't be scared to take profits. Learn how to measure that project that you're investing in against others. Look for good fundamentals, because fundamentals are more important than technical analysis, in my opinion. Don't just blindly invest in everything just because some YouTuber or someone on Twitter shilled it, talked about it. Take out a core position and then have like a trading position. Earn side hustle money, you know, earn money on the side, whether it be walking the dog for your grandma or something like that. Learn how to do staking. Staking is really important. Be cautious with low cap coins. So if you're going to get into low cap coins, just realize in a bull market, low cap coins do have great movement, but as the market starts to peel back, low cap coins get drained faster than anything else, thanks to the 31 people who already crushed up the likes. Long Range Crypto says, don't forget liquidity. Thoughts on Bondly Finance? Really a pretty good project. Watch your video on researching projects. Good stuff. Yeah, so like I said, I put the training videos at the top. It's pinned to the top of the comments here. So after this video, you can watch those training videos. So far as I know, you cannot stake XRP. So there you go, Critical Ed. Anyways, guys, thanks to everyone who watched, all the newbies who just subscribed, and we will see you guys on the next one.